I'm Alex Letourneau, and you're watching Mining Minutes Wrap-Up. Joining me today is a special guest, Dr. Paul Lechler, president of GlobalMin's Guyana, who's going to talk to us about his PGM project. Dr. Lechler, thank you for joining us today.
My pleasure. Thank you.
So, Dr. Lechler, tell us a bit about GlobalMin's Guyana and Mojave Metals' joint venture PGM project in Guyana.
Right. It's a joint venture between GlobalMin and Mojave Metals, 50-50 joint venture. They're the financial arm, we're the scientific arm of the JV. We have about 3.3 million acres of concession in Guyana. That's about 5,000 square miles. Within that large area, we have 5 PGM targets that we've been working on. I've talked a little bit about 2 of them that are the most advanced. There's one of them is the Caboria Northosite, which is located closest to Georgetown, and the logistics are the easiest on that target. And it's also the most exciting at the moment. We have done some ground geochemistry and have now flown aerial geophysics over that target. And we've outlined a linear platinum anomaly that runs for about 4 miles. And now linear platinum anomalies in other northacitic horizons and large layered intrusions like the Bushveld of South Africa and Stillwater in Montana are the economic PGM reefs called the Morensky and the JM reef. So the anorthosite at this moment, we're just about ready to drill it. We need to do a little bit more geochem, but by the time we get drill rigs on site, that geochem will be done. So we're ready to start drilling the anorthosite. Our second target is the Semang Dike, which is a little farther away from Georgetown, but it's a very large feature. It's a gabbroic dike that runs for about 25 miles and is about a mile wide. And every place that we've sampled in that dike now, we're finding platinum anomalies. We originally got interested in that dike because there is platinum in the river that crosses the dike downstream of that dike. So we started doing some geochem sampling, soil geochemistry on that dike, and some rock chip sampling wherever the rocks are exposed, which isn't very frequently. And we're finding significant anomalies in soils and about 100 times background platinum and palladium anomalies in rock. Now that body is so large that we have a lot more work to do on it, but we have flown aerial geophysics over that dike, and it looks like all of our geochem sampling that we did before we got the aerial geophysics, and it looks like our platinum anomalies are in places along our geochem lines where the lines are getting closer to aerial magnetic anomalies. And so the aerial geophysics now will guide us to do additional sampling right over these strong magnetic anomalies. And so we're very excited about that target as well.
The property has been getting quite a bit of international attention. A private Chinese company is looking to invest in the project. Tell us a bit about it.
Yes, we, Mojave and GlobalMin just returned about 2 weeks ago from Beijing, where we had meetings with a large Chinese company. They're looking to, we just signed an MOU with them. They're interested in investing about $500 million in 3 of our targets, and with an option to invest in 2 of the remaining targets in the future if they'd like to. They're in a phase of completing due diligence. It looks like we may be meeting them in Guyana in the next couple of weeks to introduce them to the government and show them around the project a bit. But they seem very interested in helping us with this.
How has working with the Guyanese government been in setting up this project?
Well, the Guyanese government is very pro-mining, very easy to gain access to upper levels of the government. They have a long history of gold and diamond mining in Guyana in alluvial sediments, and it looks like there may be a couple of hard rock gold mines coming online in the next few years. But we received our reconnaissance permit right from the Prime Minister, and very, very supportive and very helpful and very easy to work with.
Finally, our viewers would like to know what you think about the current drop in platinum production over the last year by major players.
Yeah, I think we're probably mainly talking about South Africa. And, South Africa has a long history of PGM mining dating back to about the mid-20s. But they're facing some difficulties with labor markets. Politically, there's an interest in nationalizing the mines that comes into the news now and then. Their power supplies are a little bit unreliable, electric power supplies, and the metal prices are low, so production is cut back a bit. But demand is cut back too, so the prices are remaining low. But the future, I think, for PGMs is always bright. They're amongst the rarest of metals on the planet, much more rare than gold, and there'll always be demand for PGMs if you take a medium to longer term view.
Dr. Lechler, thank you very much for joining us today. Very much appreciated.
My pleasure. Thank you.
And thank you for watching Mining Minutes Wrap-Up this week. If you have any comments, don't be shy. Send them to newsfeedback@kitco.com. Thanks for watching.